are going to work on Daily Common Core Review number 4 today. You can choose to follow along with this video and do it with me, or if you'd rather, you can try doing the whole thing on your own and then watch this video to check. But don't fast forward. If you do that, you have to watch the whole thing. Okay, let's start with number 1. Number 1 says, write the matching equation. We know from our word wall that an equation is a number sentence with an equal sign. So I'll put in my equal sign. Then I see the number 3 times, means multiply. 8 is the same as, that means equal to. 6 times, that means multiply. 4. And now I just have to make my equation match exactly. So I can see that it starts with the number 3. So on the line I'm going to write 3. Then times is multiplication. 8 is the same as means equals. Then 6 times 4. So this looks a little different. It's actually a number sentence, and then an equal sign, and then another number sentence. This works because we know 3 times 8, that actually equals 24, and 6 times 4 also equals 24. So they're equal. All right, let's try number 2. Write a multiplication expression that is equal to 16. I know the word multiplication obviously means I'm going to multiply, and expression is a number sentence with no equal sign. So I do not want to have an equal sign when I write my expression. I know it needs to be equal to 16, but I'm going to cross out this equal to because I know it's an expression and I can't have an equal sign. So I need a multiplication sentence that's something times something that's going to equal 16 without actually writing my equal sign. So I just happen to know off the top of my head 4 times 4 equals 16. That would be an expression because it does not have an equal sign. There's other ones I could say too though, like I could say 8 times 2, or I could flip it around 2 times 8. There's different ones that you could try, so any of those would be okay if you wrote something different. Let's try number 3. First, I need to read and understand. The bracelets cost $3 and the candies cost $27. How many times more do the candies cost than the bracelets? The first thing I do is bracket my question so I know what I'm focusing on. And now I'm going to underline important info and code and label my hints. I can see $3 here. That number belongs to the bracelets. I see the candies go with the number $27. Then my question asks how many times more. So I'm going to put question mark X because I don't know how many times more. A lot of times it will say 3 times or 4 times or 5 times. We're not sure. So I know that I need to multiply, and I know that I'm comparing 2 things, the bracelets and the candies. So when I plan, I'm going to plan for a multiplication comparison strategy. I know by looking at my math windows that how many times always comes first. So I'm going to draw my arrow from how many times, and this time it's not a number, it's actually a question mark. That's the variable of what we don't know. Something times blank equals something. We're trying to figure out how many times more do the candies cost. So what we don't know is C for candies. We know the candies are versing the bracelets. So I'll put a B here for bracelets. And that is going to equal the candies. So I'll put in the numbers that I do know. I know bracelets cost $3, so I'll put 3 here with my B. And the candies cost $27, so I'll put that here because that's the candy's real number. We actually know that they cost $27. It's not 27 times, it's actually 27. So now I can think in my head, what times 3 equals 27? And I should know that 9 times 3 equals 27. Because 9 times 3, 1 less, 27. So I circle my answer. Now I'm going to write it in a complete sentence. How many times more do the candies cost than the bracelets? The candies cost 9 times more than the bracelets. Don't forget to check to make it make sense. Make sure it's reasonable. Would it make sense that the candies cost 9 times more? Yep, that seems reasonable to me. All right, let's try number 4. All right, read and understand. Dominic wants to put the 48 kids into 6 groups. How many kids will be in each group? All right, I'm going to bracket the question and underline important info while coding and labeling my hints. Let's see, we've got Dominic here. There's 48 kids into 6 groups. Ooh, it tells us that 6 is our group, so that's easy. I can label that groups. I know because I have groups, I either need to be doing multiplication or division, because that's when I deal with groups. So let's see, 48 kids, well, that's the total number of kids that are going into groups. So if I know the total, then that helps me narrow it down. I know that I'm going to have to do division. So I'll put a division sign next to my total. And then it asks how many kids will be in each group. I know that's IEG. That's what I'm trying to figure out. So I'm going to set up a division problem. And if I look at my math windows, I know that I can set it up like this. Total divided by groups equals in each group. I already know that my total is 48. The problem tells me that my groups is 6. So I need to know 48 divided by 6 equals what? If I don't know that, I can think multiplication to help me. 6 times what equals 48, and your answer is 8. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in, circle it, label 8 kids, and then I can write my sentence. How many kids will be in each group? There will be 8 kids in each group. Period. All right, let's try number 5. Read and understand. Jane made 1,234 baskets. Travis made 2,014 baskets. About how many more baskets did Travis make than Jane? First, I bracket the question. I can see the word about here is bolded. I'm going to put a star above it because I know about means I'm going to have to round. Let's look for more important info and code and label our hints. So Jane made 1,234 baskets. Travis, 2,014 baskets. How many more? I know my math windows tell me how many more means I'm going to subtract. Did Travis make than Jane? And I have B in the middle there. That's my variable, what I'm trying to solve for. So I know I'm subtracting because it says how many more. And I know I'm comparing 2 things. I'm comparing Jane and Travis. So I'm going to have to set up a bigger minus smaller equals difference subtraction problem. So my bigger number is right here, my 2014. 1,234 is my smaller one. Make sure you label that. And then I'm going to go ahead and set up my problem. Bigger number, 2014. Label that with a B for bigger. Minus smaller number, 1,234. S for smaller number. Subtract to get the D difference. Now don't start subtracting yet. Don't forget about the word about. About means we're going to have to round. So if I look at my rounding rules, and you can look at that up on above the windows, I know I have to underline the place. Now it doesn't tell me what place to round to, so I know that I'm always going to round to the biggest place. In this case, that's the thousands place. So I'm going to underline my 2 in the thousands place, circle the number to the right, 0, and it's 4 or below, so I let the underline go. I'm going to draw my arrow here to show that I'm rounding. This is going to round to 2,000. Then I do the same thing with 1,234. I have to round to the biggest place because it doesn't tell me what to round to. Underline the 1, circle the 2. Again, 4 or below, let the underline go. 1 stays the same. Everything else turns to zeros. And I subtract 0, 0, 0, comma, 1. And my answer ends up being 1,000. And this is 1,000 more baskets. Now I have to write my sentence about how many more baskets did Travis make than Jane. Travis made, and don't forget this really important word, about. We're saying about because we're not getting an exact number. We're getting a rounded number or an estimate. So Travis made about 1,000 more baskets than Jane. Make sure it's reasonable. Does it make sense that he would make about 1,000 more? If I look at my number 2,014 and 1,234, that's pretty reasonable. All right, let's try number 6. The French and Indian War began in 1754 and ended in 1763. How many years did the war last? So I'm going to bracket my question. How many years did the war last? Let's see. I have the number 1754 and 1763. I have to know that this is an elapsed time problem. So if I look at my math windows under subtraction, it talks about end time, and it gives us 2 formulas. One of those formulas is end, minus start equals elapsed. So I'm going to need to subtract to find the end time, which is here, and the start time, which is here when it began, to find my elapsed time, or how many years the war lasts. So I'm going to label this right here E for N, S for start. Then I can subtract 1763 and 1754. 3 minus 4, more on the floor, so I go next door and get 10 more. I'm taking away a 10 from the 6, so it changes to 5, and I'm adding a 10 to the 3, so it changes to 13. 13 minus 4 equals 9. 5 minus 5 is 0, 7 minus 7 is 0, 1 minus 1 is 0. I know if I have any numbers to the left, I can cross them out. And my answer is 9 years. I can circle that. Don't forget to write a sentence. The war lasted 9 years. Period. And that sounds reasonable between 1754 and 1763. That makes sense that it would be about 9 years. All right, great job with this one. Now it's time to move on to your next task. Okay, your next task in math is to do 9's multiplication practice number 2. So let's do this together. I'm going to zoom in here. First task, write the multiples of 9 here. As you write them, whisper them. Ready? 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81. Okay, now let's do some actual nines problems. So I'm going to say 8 times 9, 1 less would be 7, 72. 6 times 9, 1 less, 54. Then write 54 in the box. 4 times 9, 1 less, 36. 9 times 8, 1 less, 72. 9 times 2, 1 less, 18. 9 times 7, 1 less, 63. 9 times 4, 1 less, 36. 9 times 2, 1 less, 18. 3 times 9, 1 less, 27. 9 times 5, 1 less, 45. 5 times 9, 1 less, 45. 9 times 9, 1 less, 81. 7 times 9, 1 less, 63. 9 times 4, 1 less, 36. Okay, now we're going to go down to the next two rows, but we want to remember what our multiples are. So say them with me. Whisper so you don't disturb the people around you. Here we go. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81. Okay, now let's actually do some of the problems. 8 times 9, 1 less, 72. 9 times 9, 1 less, 81. 9 times 6, 1 less, 54. 9 times 8, 1 less, 72. 2 times 9, 1 less, 18. 9 times 5, 1 less, 45. 6 times 9, 1 less, 54. 9 times 7, 1 less, 63. 9 times 9, 1 less, 81. 9 times 5, 1 less, 45. 3 times 9, 1 less, 27. 4 times 9, 1 less, 36. 3 times 9, 1 less, 27. 2 times 9, 1 less, 18. All right, we've got 2 more rows to go. Before we do these last 2, let's say our multiples one more time. Whisper them out loud. I don't think you whispered them last time, did you? This time, really, really whisper it. Here we go. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81. All right, last 2 rows. Let's try them out. While you're doing it this time, I'll say it slowly. See if you can beat me in your head and get it written down faster than I do. Ready? Let's try. 9 times 3, 1 less, 27. 9 times 6, 1 less, 54. 7 times 9, 1 less, 63. 5 times 9, 1 less, 45. 9 times 5, 1 less, 45. 4 times 9, 1 less, 36. 9 times 7, 1 less, 63. 3 times 9, 1 less, 27. 9 times 2, 1 less, 18. 2 times 9, 1 less, 18. 9 times 9, 1 less, 81. 9 times 7, 1 less, 63. 9 times 3, 1 less, 27. 6 times 9, 1 less, 54. All right, great job. That was 9's practice number 2. Next task. Are you ready? Okay, we are going to do some calculator training and learn how to use the calculator today. So you are going to need 2 things with you at your desk. You're going to need this paper in front of you, if my calculator could talk. We're going to put in some numbers and expressions and see what our calculator is saying. Also, you're going to need your calculator, duh. So make sure you've got your calculator. Check and make sure the number matches your math number. If you forget what your math number is, it's posted up next to the calculators on the cabinet where the phone is. Also, make sure you have the right block, so whether you're 1 or 2. Just double check that. If not, pause the video, go get the right calculator, then come back. If you're here and you're good, go ahead and take the front case off of your calculator. You can slide it on the back so you keep it in one place and don't lose them. And first step, turn the calculator on. See the on-off button? Push it. Ooh, yours might come on and have an old math problem on there like mine does. So if you need to clear it, hit the clear button. Ready? 1, 2, 3, clear. And then you'll get that little blinking arrow. Okay, so we're gonna read all the expressions that are in this little paragraph here, and if we put them in right, our calculator will have a message for us. So the first one right here, this blank, something, I'm your calculator. So to figure that out, I have to put in 140 divided by 10. So on your calculator, you're just gonna type it in exactly as it is. So 1, 4, 0. Then notice on the side there's 2 division on the yellow buttons. There's INT divide and there's just the plain divide. You're going to want the plain old division one. So tap that one and then divided by 10, 1, 0. To get your answer, you're going to hit this yellow button that says enter or equals, and it says 14, but we want to know what the word actually is. So if you flip your calculator upside down, can you see how it looks like it's saying, hi? So we're gonna write here on the line, hi, I'm your calculator. Then it says, I want to tell you about the funniest thing I ever did. And then 500 minus 165. So go back to your calculator, hit clear, check the expression 500, 500, minus 165, hit enter or equals, and flip your calculator around. C, S-E-E. So let's put that in. So it's saying, I want to tell you about the funniest thing I ever did see. I hope I can tell it without starting to make a prediction. What do you think is going to go in that line? Let's see. Okay, so it's 370,000. So you do not need a button for the commas. You can just type in the numbers. You don't need to actually put the comma. So to do that, it's 370, and then there's 3 more zeros. 0, 0, 0. Then the plus sign, that's on our yellow buttons to the right, the plus sign. And then 9,919. 9919. Don't worry about the commas, you don't need those. Hit equals, flip it around, and it says giggle. So let's write that in there, giggle, Giggle. Let's read the first paragraph, ready? Hi, I'm your calculator. I want to tell you about the funniest thing I ever did see. I hope I can tell it without starting to giggle. I'm guessing it probably can because calculators can't giggle, but they can't talk either, so we'll have to find out. All right, next, it's 118 plus 99. Clear your calculator. 118 plus 99 equals, flip it around, L-I-Z, Liz. So that's a name, so I need to make sure the L is capital. Then I have this expression to put in there. 154, 36 divided by 2 equals, and it says Bill. B-I-L-L, Bill. Okay. Now we get to one that's kind of tricky. When you see parentheses around something, you have to put the parentheses into your calculator. It's really important, or you'll get a different answer. So let me show you how to do that. The very first thing we need in this one is parentheses. So on your calculator, if you look above the 7, 8, and the 9, specifically above the 8, right above it, that is an open parentheses. Click that. Then it says 9 times 33. So just 9, multiplication sign, 33. And then if you look, the parentheses are closed. And it's really important that I put them exactly where they need to be. Kind of like a matching expression or a matching equation. So I'm going to hit the button to close the parentheses. Then it says plus 40. So I'm going to go ahead, type in the plus sign, 40 equals. And my calculator says Lee. Let's read it at the end and just keep on going. So let's see, 67 times 5, no parentheses or anything, so that's an easy one. 67 times 5. Flip it around. It says C again. C. Then this one, you have to look really, really carefully. Can you see how it's not just a 2? There's a decimal in front of it, so it's 0.2 or 2/10 divided by 10. Let me show you where that is on your calculator. The decimal point is right next to the 0. If you don't touch that and push it in, you're not going to get the right answer. So hit 0.2, and then you can see on your calculator it comes up with the decimal point, then 2. And then just like normal, divided by 1, 0, or 10. Equals, and we have, it says zoo. I know there's a random period in there, but you can ignore that and just write zoo. All right, I want to read the sentence. What does it say? Liz, Bill, and Lee were using me to see if they had enough money to go to the zoo. Huh, that'd be fun. I'd like to go to the zoo. All right, next one. 7,518 plus 200. Type that in your calculator. See if you can beat me. Ready? Go. I got Bill. Did you beat me and get it faster? Good job if you did. I'm gonna write Bill. Then next, this one. See if you can beat me. I'm gonna go faster this time. Ready, set, go. I got egg. I wonder what it's talking about, egg. I'm gonna go ahead and write egg there. Then, all right, next one. See if you can beat me. Ready, set, go. 3, 8, 6, 7, 2, 5, divided by 5 equals. shell. S-H-E-L-L, shell. Okay, this next one has parentheses in it, so I'm gonna have to be really careful. So don't forget, first it's open parentheses, that's right above the 8, then 150, so 150, times 2, then close those parentheses, that one's right above the 9, and then plus 38 equals B. B-E-E-B. I don't like B's. I wonder what's happening in the story. I'll read it later. Okay, let's see. 50 times 4 plus 17. Okay, more parentheses. See if you can remember what to do. Let's try it. Open parentheses. 50 times 4. Don't forget, close the parentheses. Plus 17. Let's see, flip it around. Liz again. L-I-Z, Liz. Here's an easy one. 237 plus 400. Let's race again. 1, 2, 3. 7 plus 4, 0. 0 equals leg. L-E-G, leg. All right, got another one. 35,563, type it in there. 35563 plus 2,175. 2175 equals, flip it around, Belle. Oh, we've got another person in the story now. Belle. Wonder if it's Belle the princess from Beauty and the Beast. She's my favorite. Well, okay. Next one. 1, 5, 4, 2, 8 divided by 2. Hill. H-I-L-L, hill. All right, next one. 3, 7, 8, 4, 0, 8 plus 4, 0, 1 equals Gobble. Is there a turkey in this story now? Gobble. All right. G-O-B-B-L-E. Gobble. Next one. 1690 divided by 5. A B again. All right, I have to see what's going on. Where did we leave off? I'm gonna read this. We're going to the zoo. Then Bill was eating an egg and he dropped the shell all over the floor. Just then a bee flew over and was about to sting Liz on the leg. Her cat, Belle, what was her cat doing at the zoo? Or maybe they weren't at the zoo yet. Anyway, her cat, Belle, came running down the hill and started to gobble the bee. Uh-oh. Is the cat gonna get stung, do you think? Let's read and find out. Let's see. But then, 40,000. Make sure you get all the zeros in this one, because if you accidentally skip some, you're not gonna get the right thing. So it's 4, 0, and then 3 more zeros, 0, 0, 0. Remember, if there's commas, you don't need to put them into your calculator. It just knows that. And then minus 2262. And we get Belle. Oh, it's disappointing now. I know it's a cat and not a princess, but that's okay. Belle. So then Belle saw the, I'm gonna guess it's gonna be B. Let's see. 1,000 minus 7. 1, 0, 0, 0. Minus 7. Oh, egg again. E-G-G. Oh, maybe she saw the egg shell. I bet that's going to be this next one. Let's see. 1, 5, 4, 6, 9 times 5. Aha, I was right. Shell. Egg shell on the floor. So she spit out the, oh good, an easy one. Ready, let's race. 1, 2, 3. B. Did you beat me? And ate the, ooh, be careful. We have a decimal point in this one. So it comes in the middle. So carefully type in 7734 point, my decimal point right there at the bottom, 5 times 10. Oh, just to get shell again. I know there's a decimal point or what looks like a period, but just ignore that. We can write shell. So Belle saw the eggshell on the floor and she spit out the bee and ate the shell instead. I mean, the bee's gonna sting you, but an eggshell's gonna cut your mouth. That's not a good idea. I feel bad for the poor cat. All right, last one. 9 times 501 equals, gosh. Last thing is, gosh, that was funny. I think our calculator has a weird sense of humor. But anyway, there you go. Now you know how to use your calculator, and we can start using it to check our work and find answers on our daily Common Cores and everything else we do in class. So good job today. ST Math is next. So remember, play the gray. Keep your eyes on your own screen and stay totally quiet. I will be looking to see who's standing out in a really good way and being a great person. See you later.